We have just entered the second half of the real estate market for 2023. So, how about a little update? Well, hello there, Polinski Homes. I hope you're doing well, enjoying the summer weather. Yes, we have entered the real estate market, the second half for 2023. So I figured it's time to do a little bit of a real estate market update, give you a snapshot of how the some of the local markets are doing, what I'm hearing nationally, and what the experts are predicting for the future. Now, I'll be covering Downers Grove, Naperville, DuPage County. I don't have time to cover all of the communities. So if there's a certain town that you're interested in knowing more about, contact me, and I'll be happy to share that data with you. Before we begin looking at some data, one thing that I have noticed is we are still seeing multiple offer situations, not at the same frequency as we did, a couple of years ago, year and a half, 2 years ago. So that is a good thing for the buyers. On the downside, interest rates are still, higher than they were a couple of years ago. Right now, they're hovering right around 7%. So yes, that does affect affordability for especially certain buyers, right? Especially new buyers trying to get into the game, get their first home, and maybe transitional buyers maybe bought their first home they felt was a starter home, and now they would love to move up to something bigger. What's going to happen down the road? I mean, so here's the thing is the analysts have been changing their predictions month to month almost. Interest rates initially were expected to come down second half of this year. They haven't done so. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to stay right around 6.5%, 7%, maybe 7.25% for a little while. Maybe next year that'll change, and that'll definitely help those buyers that are looking. However, what I am noticing is that people are tired of waiting, both on the buy and sell side. I see a lot of buyers out there wanting to get their home, and they're like, well, interest rates are what they are. And when they do come down, we'll just refinance and make it even more affordable. Same thing with sellers looking to make a change, maybe waiting for that interest rate to come down to help them out on their next purchase. Or also, I'm seeing are tired of waiting, as I've been seeing personally an increase of listing appointments for people that are interested in getting their home on the market and making that move. So with the higher interest rates, what's going on with home prices, right? That's a great question. And let's take a look at Downers Grove first. So this is through the month of June, and this is comparing to last year and the year before. So as you see, through the end of June, home prices in Downers Grove, this is single family homes, has gone up 6.6% over last year, even with the higher interest rates. And of course, you may be wondering, well, if we lost some buyers, right, with the higher interest rates, how come home prices are still going up? Well, the reason being is this next slide that shows available homes through the end of June. As you see, we're down 6% from last year, and actually, 42% from 2 years ago. That's a huge decline in available homes out there. So sure, we have lost, some buyers due to higher interest rates, especially those first-time home buyers who are looking to maybe get into that $300,000, $350,000 price range. Now maybe deciding to wait a little bit till they're more affordable. However, the amount of available homes has dropped at a higher rate than the amount of buyers we have lost. So there's still a buyer demand that outpaces what we have available, and that is keeping prices steady and increasing. And the same thing is for Downers Grove attached homes, which is, let me see if I can find the right slide here. So here's the slide for Downers Grove attached homes, which is condos and townhomes. As you can see, the prices have held steady, up almost 1%, and up what 12% from 2 years ago. And for the same reason, that the amount of available attached homes, condos, and townhomes in Downers Grove is down quite a bit, 42% from the previous year. Let's take a look at the sales prices in Naperville. Naperville for single family homes has also up 8.5% from last year, even with the higher interest rates, right? And the reason being is the amount of available homes is down 13.6% from the year before. And wow, almost what, 52% from 2 years ago. So there's still, even though we're seeing a slight increase in people making the move, there's still a high shortage of available homes for the buyers that are out there. And that is keeping, home prices, strong in this area. And I looked at the data in all of DuPage County, that's the western suburbs of Chicago, and it's the same data. Home prices are up. The amount of available homes are down year over year over the last few years. Now, is that the case everywhere? No, right? You hear a lot of stories in the media as far as, and they give you the national averages, and they're saying, home prices are dropping. In some areas they are, not in this area, not an area that people want to move to right now. So Chicago's city of Chicago, the sales price have actually dropped 4% from last year. And here's a reason why is their inventory has actually increased by 7%. So it looks like people are looking to make the move out of Chicago, either out of state or out of the city and into the suburbs. We have been seeing quite a few people moving into the suburbs from the city, especially towns near the train line. So these buyers may be working downtown. They move near the train line to get easy commute to downtown Chicago, maybe get a little more space that they're looking for. And so like in Downers Grove, the Main Street train station, has three express trains in the morning, 3 in the evening, gets you to and from Union Station, Chicago in 23 minutes. I mean, that is freaking awesome. You can't do that on the interstates, especially during rush hour. So the important thing here is when you're hearing national news, that's great. But if you're interested in buying or selling a home, talk to your real estate professionals about the area that you're in, because the market is very localized. It changes from market to market. So right now in 2023, we have some positives about the real estate market and some challenges. On the positive note, the competition for homes has decreased. It's stabilized a little bit, not as many multiple offer situation. Now the homes that are really sweet, updated, and ready to go, those are the ones that will have the most amount of interest, and you still see some bidding wars. If you're a seller, you have very little competition out there. As you saw in the data, the amount of available homes is down, so you're competing against less home. Great time to sell if you're looking to make a move. If you're a buyer, the challenge is affordability, right? With the higher interest rates comes a higher monthly payment. If you're beginning to search for a home, start with a lender. I have a couple great lenders that I work with that could help you on your way. Because keep in mind, when you hear the advertised rates of 7%, 6.5%, whatever, that reflects a perfect situation, high credit score, low income to debt ratio, and so forth. So the interest rate that you may qualify for may be a little different. And that's why it's important to check, because that'll definitely affect what your monthly payment is. You want to make sure when you buy your first home that it's in an affordable range where you're not stressed out month to month on whether you can make the payment. I always tell my buyers, it's one thing what you qualify for, it's another thing, what you're comfortable paying per month, right? Because you want to make sure that you enjoy life while you enjoy your brand new home. And on the note of affordability, one statistic that I saw that I found very interesting, that was national. However, I think it reflects a lot of markets, including ours right now, that 45% of all home buyers were buying currently in that $250,000 to $500,000 range, right? And that's the range that interest rates are going to affect the most. Once you start moving up in income and assets, that slight increase isn't going to affect those people as much necessarily. And they're more comfortable in writing it out until the interest rates go down. So, being that the highest amount of home purchases are in that sweet spot of 250 to 500,000, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with the interest rates as we move into next year. I do believe they're going to stabilize more and come down a little bit, make it more affordable, which, this could present another interesting scenario. If we don't get more homes on the market, that'll be increase in multiple offer situation and bidding wars. Of course, raising home prices even more. However, I do believe the trend of more people getting tired of waiting and putting their homes on the market and making that move that they've wanted to make for the last couple of years is going to continue. People, a lot of times when you have a change, it paralyzes people. Interest rates are going up. Things are going, a little wanky with the economy, with the world news and so forth. However, once people settle in and get comfortable, they begin getting back to the normal activities. So I think we're going to continue seeing a good market and hopefully some relief for buyers as we start seeing more homes entering the market in the coming months. So there you have it. I hope this information was helpful for you. And again, if you have any questions on the area you live in or the area that you're interested in, contact me. I'd love to help you out. One of the things I'm going to be introducing in the future are market updates for lake properties up in Wisconsin. Yes, I just received my real estate license in Wisconsin. This is an area that I've been in for since about 50 years. So I know the area very well. I've enjoyed being out in the country, being near water. And my goal is to help you and other buyers achieve their dream of, more open and peaceful living. So this is Slav Polinski Homes. If you have any questions about buying or selling, contact me. I'd love to help you realize your real estate goals and dreams. Make it a great day.